Hello, and welcome to Norway, whether you're an immigrant or a tourist. Norway, where the sun always shines on snowy mountaintops. Immigrants and tourists have rights and duties, which requires you to know about Norwegian society. As newcomers, it's imperative that you watch and learn from this information video. It contains all the information you will need during your stay in our country. Personally, I came to Norway on a boat made of bamboo. This is known to Norwegians as a hakapikjoli, a vessel for carrying brown cheese and Hardanger Lefse. I came to Norway with nothing but an upset stomach and a pair of stained underpants. But I've become an integral part of Norwegian society. I've even changed my name. I was born Brynjar Baufil. Today, I'm the very Norwegian Brynjar Baufil. You can become just as Norwegian as me with a little guidance. In 1349, Norway was thrown out of Belgium during the famous 10 Seconds War. The country was more or less paddled across Europe until bought by Armenia for a stunning collection of Swiss mud buckets. During the 17th century, the Duke of Greenland proclaimed Norway the property of Ireland, whose queen, at the time, was sleeping around with a one-legged handkerchief maker. Under vague circumstances, Norway was dumped unto Sweden. By harsh poking, Norway got moved to the left and given its nautical position of today. Then came the Norwegian Vidkuns. They plundered and pillaged everything in sight until Japanese Vikings came to the rescue and ordered Norway to behave. A period of serenity followed, during which the Norwegians learned to bake lefse, play the langleik, and walk on snow with planks. Also, they discovered the wooshroom, which is a typical Norwegian mushroom used in pastry. When approached, the wooshroom wants so much to be picked and eaten that it draws attention to itself by shifting shape and singing what some biologists claim to be a tune written by Bert Erik Thorensen. Scotland discovered oil on Hardanger Vida in the 1960s, and since then Norway has been obnoxiously wealthy. The president of Norway is Vidar Kleppe, known for smashing wash basins of onion soup around his office when feeling emotional. He is the head of a republic, where state power is divided between the Parliament of Rennebu, the Supreme Court of Moss, and the Archbishop of Oderud Gard, where Leif Erikson, Bjartmar Jarde, and Dor Heyerdahl lies, buried in a legendary Varg Vikernes mausoleum, built in 1873 by lepers from Sunnfjord.
This is your first crucial language lesson, so sharpen your ears and your pencils.
Lesson number 1. Meeting people, small talk, and counting to 10.
God dag. Hvor høy hunden din?
Guten Tag. How tall is your dog?
Hvordan har du det? Bare bra, takk. Var det din sykkelpumpe som eksploderte?
Very well, thanks. My handlebar fell out of that man's suitcase.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
Norsk Dølahestlag inviterer til våråndfest med klippfisk og spikking av skigard.
There will be a party of fish with wooden repairments.
9, 10.
You forgot 7 and 8.
11.
Har du sett min kompostkvarn?
Have you seen my compost scale? Nice meeting you.
I hope you picked up a bunch of useful phrases from our first language lesson. My Belgium colleague, Helga Natt, will now take you on a guided tour of Norway's finest museum.
Opossum means pungrote in Norwegian. So, follow me. And here, at the Museum of Judson and Skjervøy. where we will learn about Norwegian craftsmanship.
How do you feel about wires? They're my specialty.
Is this a wire?
That's something I haven't seen before.
Have you been managing this museum for long?
Well, I've been managing this museum for long after they invented the wire. Oh my God, I love the wire.
What do we have here? A plow?
Something that fell off a boat, perhaps?
Could it be part of an ancient telephone pole?
Well, certainly it was in use long before the invention of the magnificent wire.
Yes, but what did it do? As demonstrated here, early plank-style skis had to bow downwards through the ice and into the lake. He's a good skier. This item looks like it was attacked by vultures. I like it.
Could we look at the wires now, please?
During your stay in Norway, you won't be able to avoid their music festivals, which can happen anywhere, anytime, and go on for ages. Today we are at Havregrut Festival, enjoying the weather and the traditional dances of Norway. The weekend pass for Havregrut Festival costs 4,000 Norwegian rubles and includes a meal with the local accordion repairer Ulf Drangedal. 89 years of age, with a ton of stories to tell about the time he pulled a tractor through the mud while wearing half a Sottestall brunette.
Nothing more.
Music is important to Norwegians. Nothing gets their patriotic juices flowing more than the national anthem. What we have here is the canonized recording made by Brynjar Baufil in 1952 during the Great Porridge Famine. It tears me up every time. Lesson number 2. Everyday phrases.
Gid, jeg har tråkket i salaten. Takk for nå.
You're welcome. Good night. Meaning, good evening.
Hyggelig å møte deg. Adjø.
It's nice to see you leave.
Har du husket slipset?
Do you remember a tie?
Onsdag, torsdag, fredag.
These are some of the days in a Norwegian week. There's also Monday.
Gratulerer med dagen.
I'm happy. Give me presents.
The
Weather is smooth and cold.
Hello, hello, hello. I am singing in the snow. I'm singing in the snow. Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Norway is pestered with great athletes. One of them is Oddvar Baufil, who broke his knee during a workout session in 1982. The incident is still much talked about amongst Norwegians. Oddvar breaking his knee became a collective trauma, which is why Norwegians still ask one another, where were you when Oddvar Baufil broke his knee?
Oh, my knee. Hello, this is Oddvar Baufil. I have broken my knee.
When I heard what had happened, I went into my garage and got an anvil and a sledgehammer, and I broke my own knee.
I watched it live on TV, and immediately I overate on svele.
My knee.
North Korea was responsible. They used the radio-controlled knee destroyer and laughed all the way to the bank.
On that day, all my knitting needles broke at the same time. So I burned down my house in anger. It wasn't my best decision.
I ran off into the woods and became a hermit for 5 years.
I'm broken.
And on my return, I slid in horseshit.
Well, the knee broke just as I was covering up the body of my dead mother-in-law. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
So let's hear from the man himself. What really took place on that fateful day in February 1982?
Hello. After I broke my knee, I went and bought me a box of Nugatti. This is more or less how I ate it. I'm walking in the snow. Oh,
Could we do a retake of this one, please?
In Norway, no one is depressed because we eat so much brunost, which is cheese as brown as the finest diarrhea. If you find yourself struggling with depression, anxiety, or traumas from war, just eat a lot of brunost. Like Brynhild here, dressed in her traditional Norwegian Hollingskost brunette. Take us back to February 1982.
After watching a knee break on TV, I found myself stabbed in the neck by someone dressed as Arnfinn Jesse.
Did it kill you?
Oh, not at all. I had 3 bags of brown cheese with me, and I ate it all at once.
And you say you then took the ferry out to sea?
I stumbled around on deck. Got some froth in the face.
What a day, huh?
I hardly felt it because I was force-feeding myself brown cheese on Lefse.
Sounds delicious.
I felt so refreshed that I joined the marathon race the moment I got on shore.
And getting hit by lightning and meteors didn't kill you either?
I had so much brown cheese in my system that I could have lifted an elephant. I built myself a human-sized thermostat out of goat cheese, and I ate it all at once.
Welcome to the most traditional of all Norwegian sports, the 7-meter dash, also called the slap dash. Each contestant will run 7 meters in zigzag for 90 minutes while answering phone calls and being slapped in the face by a shark. This is the most popular winter game in Norway, gathering thousands of contestants and spectators every year.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Another Norwegian sport is the royal fencing game, where fencers are competing to see who can eat the most lefse. This game has yet to strike a chord with the Norwegian public, or anyone else for that matter. Every year, the whole nation is tuning in to the wonderful game of roll the dice and get shot at. Here we see last game's winner, Harriet Harsor, rolling the dice again. If the dice show 1, 2, and 3, she will be shot at and must seek shelter. This is so exciting. What a fiasco for Harriet Harsor. Last time she stayed in the game for 105 days straight, but this year she got shot at in the first round. What a demise. won't lie to you. I don't understand this game. It involves eggs and broomsticks, and well, someone might win or lose, I think. So you came to Norway 3 months ago?
We managed to escape the dictatorship.
Have you learned to appreciate Lefse yet?
Lefse? I'm not sure.
What about brunost? Can you cut brunost with an ostehave yet?
Thank you, I already ate.
Have you taught yourself any Norwegian dances yet? No? So what have you been doing here for 3 months?
We attend Norwegian classes and learn about Norwegian culture.
So how do you ask for Lefse and brunost at a music festival then?
What? I haven't been...
Give me Lefse and brunost! Fy fan helvete!
Pardon?
Give me Lefse and brunost. That's what we shout.
We went to the Museum of Arts the other day.
What good is that? Where were you when Oddvar broke his knee?
Who?
A traditional Norwegian winter game is throw on the stick. Isn't that so, Mr. Osterstad?
Yo, you just take these rings and you throw them on the stick.
Simple, yet genius.
So am I.
People migrating to Norway often carry with them psychological problems. They are entitled to meeting with a psychologist 3 times a day. Stridme Stria is one such professional psychologist.
Yeah? So what the fuck are you doing in Norway? Yeah? And why the fuck do you think that happened? So what the fuck can we do to help? Huh? I didn't quite get that. Let's watch slides of my own very functional family. That will cheer you up. And try smiling once in a while. See? Smiling! It's not that bloody difficult.
This looks amazing. What is it for?
It's not a wire. It's something for tilting soil when the ground is uneven.
Ah, you mean when the ground is bumpy, like a camel?
Highly plausible.
And this one? Oh, don't tell me. It was used to operate on patients when they got scabies.
You know your medical history, Miss Natt.
They peeled off the boils from the skin and put on plant zap for burning nettles.
Oh dear. I think a wire just penetrated my pants.
This smells like toilet.
If the sticks are too lightweight, use a garbage can instead.
Yo, the bigger the better.
Well, that's not entirely true. If it's too large, then the whole point of the game disappears.
Nah, the bigger the better.
Ah, you're such an idiot. If the target is too big, then everybody can hit it every time.
You så skritt litt bakåt da. You move your ass backwards.
The garbage can is clearly too big for this to be a proper game. See? I hit them every time.
You are standing too close. It's like you're in love with the garbage.
So, you're seeking asylum in Norway?
Yeah, I like this country so much.
Quick, how do you bake a lefse?
A what?
A lefse. You need horn salt, milk, and wheat flour.
I need what?
A lefse. Try some. It'll change your life. This stupid game should move to Sweden.
Dapshalking! How old was kjerringa med staven?
I bet you don't even know how to bake a proper lefse while collecting reindeer.
She was living langt opp I Hakkadalen.
You're a disgrace to your country.
I'm going home now to gain a personality disorder from drinking moonshine.
Like hell you are. This game goes on until we have a winner.
Hvem kan få strømstøtteordning?
Du og jeg og vi to.
Når foregår innsjekkingen?
When must we go inside?
2, 3, 4.
In 234 hours.
Hvor kan jeg melde mitt veggur stjålet?
My wall has been stolen.
Kan jeg låne din tankbil en times tid?
In an hour, I am taking your car.
Jeg tror jeg har fått brokk. Er det en lege I naustet?
The doctor is traveling by sea and will arrive broken.
Denne klementinen smaker uer. Hvor kan den byttes?
Where does this clementine change?
Denne vinkelen har rullegardin.
This angle is darkened by rolling fabric.
Min lama har slitt seg. Ring politiet!
The Dalai Lama is eating schnitzel. Call 911.
This, I recognize, is for electrocuting children when they refuse to move back to Belgium. Look! An ancient boiler to put problematic Norwegians in!
23 meters of pure wire. Think of the wire as a rope of steel with the elegancy of a non-hissing snake.
Belgium invented the European Union, you know. What is this?
It's not a wire.
What did this do?
Where were you when Oddvar Bralsat broke his knee?
How did you get in here?
Just answer the question.
If you must know, I was planning an insurance fraud.
So when did you move to Norway?
No, I was born here. Born and raised, yes.
Ah! How I love Svellebox and Brunad Strup. Let's hear the national anthem and cut brown cheese with a Oosterhavel.
Sometimes I really miss Belgium.
When?
Most of the time, really.
No? When would you miss Belgium?
No, I miss it. I long for my country.
What is missing in Norway, Miss Belgium?
Ah, the waffles, the beer, the smuggling of diamonds.
Yes, But Norway's got the best dried fish.
You say so only because you're marrying a local fisherman.
Ah, my arm and gamle, so young.
Isn't he 63 years old?
Yes, but he died from constipation last week.
But what about the wedding?
I'm marrying his much older uncle instead.
Not the 85-year-old?
I will be Miss Griselda Glefspark now.
So you won't get deported?
No, only my real husband will.
Tell him to go to Belgium.
I will? But why?
I need to get this contraband thing going again before my mission in Norway is completed.
Nice. It will be good for him to have something to do now that he's in a wheelchair and getting deported.
Can we pay him in Lefse, you think?
Lesson number 3.
Huff. Den higerottkaka ligger på en glas i.
This glass seems half full of carrot cake.
Det lå en snuk nedi gulvet.
The truck driver is throwing herring again.
Truv til deg en smultring.
Huge donuts wear their holes with poise.
Hen Steinar, Per. Hen ikke aldeles som en skal vår oppi he.
Shoe polishing is coming back as a profession.
Skjøt på strull, gum og kaffebrød.
Your prime cheese fell into the barrel of fish roe, much to your liking.
Huff.
There you have it. If you don't like Lefse, Brynjar and Oddvar, then this country is probably not for you.
Yeah. I'm coming home. I just need to overthrow this government first.
Lefse forever.
The Parliament of Rennebo.
Lefse forever. Lefse forever.
I have practiced a lot for this. No! Stop talking! I'm off to Rennebo now! Yes! Norway is finally coming home!
Yay!
Forever.
This is a coup d'etat! Give Norway back to Belgium at once, or this Lefse factory will blow!
It's time we had a long chat about wires. Now, in 1814, when a young Jan van Huysum experienced that you could make wire from intertwined steel.
Oh, shut up!